This is Fun Across America.
Today, we are in Minneapolis in a neighborhood called the North Loop. Did you know that in Minnesota, there's more golfers per capita than anywhere else in the United States, which is crazy given the snow and cold that is experienced in the state throughout the year. But that did not stop owner Lucy Robb from opening this place, which allows you to play golf all year round. And not only that, have some amazing food and drinks on top of that. This is 3 JACK.
We really started 3 JACK because we wanted to bring golf to the places where people live, work, and play. Golf courses take up a huge chunk of property, so it's really hard to find them in urban cores. So at the advancements that simulator technology have made in the last 5 years, we now have this avenue to bring golf to people really in the city and in a way that is more accessible than driving out an hour to go play on a course for 4 hours. And here you can pop in over lunchtime, grab a beer, and hit the range for 20 minutes if you want.
Here at 3 JACK, who exactly is the kind of person that's walking through your doors?
What's fun about 3 JACK and the things that we have available, we have, of course, the golf. We also have the food and the drinks. So with that, we get all sorts of different customers. We get everybody from your scratch golfer to somebody who's never picked up a club before.
You obviously have golf, you have simulators, but I've heard the food and the drinks here are just as good as everything else. So why don't you tell us a little bit about those elements of 3 JACK?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a scratch kitchen. We really wanted to focus on good food and drink and being a standalone restaurant. So if you didn't want to play golf, you didn't have to. You could come be a neighborhood bar. So many of the other kind of spots that are similar to us kind of put that food piece as an afterthought, whereas we wanted to really highlight it.
Yeah.
Then we heard from the executive chef to learn more about the food.
Well, a couple of our favorite appetizers on the back row there, the avocado bruschetta, which some have just called an avocado toast, but I will remind you that it is a bruschetta. And then our cumin roasted cauliflower with harissa, golden berries, fresh orange, with pickled red onion in there. Really delicious. And a couple of our favorite sandwiches, the 3 JACK burger on your left, and then our southern fried BLT.
You think nachos are really standard and you can make them at home, but our nachos are fantastic. People come just for the nachos. They're smoked chicken nachos. We house make our tortilla chips. They're stacked and layered. You'll see it's a kind of a high stack. So it's an impressive tower with cheese on every bite.
All right, the moment of truth, the famous nachos stacked up probably like 6 inches. Let's try these out. They're amazing, of course. I mean, look at them. Obviously, you've got a full bar, it's beautiful. What's a signature cocktail or a drink that is the must go to when you come here?
Yeah, the most popular is our 3 JACK. It's our version of an old fashioned. It goes nicely, especially in those cold winter nights. There's not much that beats a good old fashioned.
Well, considering that's my favorite drink of choice, I think that will also be on our tab for the evening. But obviously, there's so much history in this neighborhood. What are some of the ways that you have kind of given back to the neighborhood?
We always jump at an opportunity to give back and be more involved in the community. One of the ways that we really like to do that, of course, is through golf. Some of the ways we've done that is by involving inner city kids and getting them more involved in the game and giving them some access to it. We had this great organization called Ace in the City. They're based in South Minneapolis, and we had their annual golf tournament here in the middle of winter. And it was really fun because they do this tournament every year, and typically they do it at a country club and they're playing a round of 18. But with this sort of venue, we were able to offer all sorts of different things, where we first did a scramble tournament, then we invited family and kids in, and they had their own kind of social hour where they were playing mini putt-putt and skee ball, and then after that we had a happy hour. So it's a great space to be able to allow groups of various ages and also resources to be able to come in and get a chance to play the game and have a nice night out and raise some money for some really good local organizations.
All right, so obviously 3 JACK is known for their golf simulators, which obviously we're gonna play some golf in a minute here. But not only that, they've got a ton of mini games, such as one called Razor's Edge, where you have to aim straight as well as hitting it far. And as you go, the edges actually fall off, so it gets tougher and tougher as you go. So they've got other mini games on top of this, such as darts, cornhole, and even beer pong.
We then asked some locals for their unfiltered take on what 3 JACK brings to the neighborhood.
You know what? I think truly it's the most underrated food and drink spot in the North Loop. Try anything, it's the best.
The nachos, the cauliflower, and that sweet pea and bacon salad is pretty killer.
Yeah.
And the burger, the most underrated burger in the North Loop.
So that was 3 Jack. I want to say thank you to my buddies for coming out and playing with me, and I'll see you at the next one.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch every single one of our episodes and hit the bell just so you don't miss it. Thanks.